Let's talk websites. Your website is the biggest place that people will find you. Psychology Today, they may go on that, but they're going to end up coming and looking at your website. If your website looks like it's from 1999, people will assume that you are not up to date in your therapy practices. So there's three major ways that you can do websites. And I have a whole blog post about how to make a website that has a video walkthrough. You can just go on Practice Other Practice and type in how to make a website. It has a video walkthrough on how to do it yourself. So you can do it yourself. You can have a company do it that has a monthly fee, or you can have a custom designed one. Those are kind of the big three things of how people will do it. Let me take you through each of them. So to do it yourself, you want to know some terms just in regards to websites. So imagine a house. You have your foundation of the house. So that's what's kind of underground. It's where you have your storage. It's what is kind of the basic, like solid footing of your house. So that would be the equivalent of that with a website would be what's called your hosting. So your hosting is basically where's all the data stored about your website. And so I recommend Bluehost. That's practiceofthepractice.com/host. I think it's like $3 a month if you go through that link. And so that's going to be your hosting. For most packages that are a monthly package, they're going to include that. For a custom website, that's usually going to be an additional add-on. So that's going to cost you anywhere from $3 to $10 a month. I have dedicated hosting because of how much traffic I get on my websites, and so that's around $90 a month. So you're not at that point yet if you're starting a practice. So that's like the bootstrap, do-it-yourself. What you'll do is you'll have your hosting, and then next what you're going to have is you're going to have your design of your website. And so that's going to be what WordPress or Wix, or it's going to be Squarespace. Those are all kind of basically design platforms. And some of them are more expensive, some are less expensive. I'd recommend doing the paid version of whatever you end up doing, just because the free version ends up limiting you so much. In general, if you build it in Wix or Squarespace, you need to stay in those platforms. If you eventually want to change your look, I would say going into WordPress because the functionality is just so much more, and it's free to use other than your hosting. So then that's your kind of the design of your house, if we're using that metaphor. And then next we have your address, and that's the www dot. And so often that's just included in the price for your hosting and other things. A couple elements that you want to have on your website is keep the menu items small, just the essentials. You got home, you got the about me or about us page. We've got getting started, maybe counseling blog so that you can rank higher in Google, and then schedule an appointment and have that be a different color than everything else so it really pops out. Some other things that you want to have is you want your phone number to be right at the top somewhere so that people can call right away, make it super easy and big. And make sure that the words counseling, therapy are above the fold so people don't have to scroll and they know right away that you're a counseling practice.